Wow.
So they use 3 months to 4 months before they can iron them. And these are the iron.
Wow. Wow.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope you all are well. Welcome to my vlog, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. So on today's vlog, I'm going to be taking you guys to Badagry with me. We are going to be visiting the Mobee Royal family, the original slave relics museum. So that's where we are going to be visiting today. And in this museum, they are going to be showing us and also telling us the history of how the slave trade happened over the past years, and they're going to be showing us the buildings and everything that happened and where they keep the slaves and all that. So I really hope you enjoy this vlog. So come along, guys, let's get right into the video. Before we get right into the video, please don't forget to like, comment and share, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's go, guys. So guys, at this point we have gotten to the museum. So this is the signpost you see first from the entrance before you enter the museum. So now we have gotten to the place, and we are going to meet a tour guide that is going to take us around and tell us everything we need to know as well. So come along, guys.
Yes, you are free to do that. We have about 6 museums
Here in Badagry
that you guys will love to visit.
Okay.
Where we are is the Mobee Slave Relics Museum.
Okay.
And this is the museum we will see the chain, the shackles used on the neck of our forefathers during the period of slavery. The chains and shackles you'll be seeing there are over 500 years. Because during the period
500
slavery,
years.
Slavery lasted here in Badagry for 350 to 400 years.
Wow.
The trade was finally abolished here in Badagry in the year 1888. We have another museum in that compound called Brazilian Barracoon. A barracoon is a Spanish word meaning a slave cell where they used to keep the slaves. There are 40 rooms in that compound.
Wow.
And in each of the rooms, 40 slaves are kept in each of the rooms. Minimum of 1,600 slaves are kept in that compound for 3 months. Before the arrival of the slave ship, they will now move the slaves out from the cell, across the port, across this lagoon, down to a place called Point of No Return.
Wow.
The reason why that island was called Point of No Return then was because once the slaves were being moved to that island, they will never come back to Africa. So the departure of slaves from Africa to the New World took place at the We also have the first college building in Nigeria, M. Badagry, built in 1845. Inside the building, the first African bishop, Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, he sat there in the building. He did the translation of English Bible to Yoruba Bible. We also have Badagry Heritage Museum, which is one of the biggest museums in Badagry. We have the slave market as well, where they used to buy and sell the slaves. And lastly is the Point of No Return. The Point of No Return. To have access to it, you have to cross this lagoon with a boat and a life jacket.
Oh, wow.
The boats are very, very safe. This is a lagoon. The other side of the island is Atlantic Ocean. So there are 4 museums along this marina road. The Point of No Return across the lagoon. Then the slave market is about 5-minute drive to the slave market. So I wouldn't know. Maybe you guys will want to see everywhere.
Yeah, but to cross the lagoon, is it that far to cross to the other side?
On the water is just less than 2 minutes.
Oh,
Why
not far.
So when you get out from the boat, you'll be walking on the same path that slave walked for 400 years. In the middle of the journey, there is a particular well there being dug by the African chief. The government of Nigeria called the well Slave Spirit Attenuation Well. Attenuation means to weaken or to lost. At that spot, they will stop the slaves there, fetch the water for them to drink, And after that, they have loses their memory and their senses.
Okay, so they don't fight back when they want to cross them.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The idea was for them not to engage the white people, not to revolt against them in order to overtake the sheep from their master so that they can gain their freedom. So after giving them the water to drink, they will be less aggressive with their masters while in the slave ship. When they get to their final destination, places like Brazil, Cuba, West Indies, Bahia, Barbados, Jamaica, they have to regain back their senses in order for them to work on plantation farm.
Amazing. Thank you, sir. Wow.
Good morning once again.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome to Badagry, the historical and ancient town in the world of Nigeria. Where we are currently is the Mobee Slave Relics Museum. At the reaching, the shackles used on the neck of our forefathers during the period of slavery. The chains and shackles you are seeing there are over 500 years because during the period of slavery lasted in Badagry for 350 to 400 years. Is the grave of the man buried called Mobee. He died over 1892. Through his own hair, slavery was finally abolished in Badagry in the year 1888. The father of the man buried there used to be a middleman between the white and the black. Whenever the white people arrived at Badagry, his father usually offered the white people kola nut. Kola nut in Yoruba is called fobi. You will say no in Yoruba language, in our own local dialect. Instead of him to say, my white friend, pick kola nut and eat, but they couldn't pronounce that. It was later that the white people coined the name to Mobee from Mobee. So up to date, the family adopts the name Mobee as their family surname. Mobee is now a chieftaincy title in Badagry. The man buried there doesn't like the business his father was doing. One day, he waved among the Portuguese. He sees the last vessel leaving Badagry and they reach him. This is called the neck lock.
Wow.
This is called the neck lock. This will be fixed on the neck of a single slave like this
so
for
heavy.
18 hours. While the slaves are busy working on plantation farm,
Oh,
this will be around their neck. You want to try it?
Okay. Put the camera. Somebody's careful.
Take a picture of it.
Wow. It's so heavy and it's so uncomfortable from here.
This will be around their neck for
18 good hours.
While they are busy working on plantation farm.
Careful.
So after fixing this on the neck of a single slave, other ones there will be fixed on the neck of other slaves and they will be on a single file while they march them down to the point of no return.
Wow.
This is called the mouth clip. Then bend this on the mouth of the slave like this. Then pull out the legs, bend the upper and the lower leg, and lock it in padlock like this. For slaves not to eat any farm product while they are busy working on plantation farm and for them to communicate within themselves. This is called a light chain, and this is used for the babies. They use this to tie the hand of two babies together and separate the babies from their parents. For the babies, not to disturb their parents while their parents are busy working on plantation farm. This is used for the stubborn slaves. They will force their hand into this, break the bone up to the wrist, screw this on the taller platform, suspend their neck from the ground, they will be dangling till death. And during the period of slavery, a slave don't bear their name. They have to bear their master's name or any name their master choose to give to them. My own name is Shako. If I'm your slave, I will have to bear your name or any name you choose to give to Shako. They will put this on fire. When this is very, very red and hot, they will use this to hide it off the slave owner on their chest. If they are female, they will write it at the back of their body. They call it slave branding for identification, because the slaves that are kept in the slave cell were owned by different slave masters. The second purpose of this, they use this to peg the upper and the lower legs of the slaves before working them in pattern. And this is called the ankle shackle. Now they use these on the ankle of, bring your leg. They use this on the ankle of two slaves like this, and they will lock it together with padlock for slave not to run away while they are busy working on plantation. There should be something like this around someone's ankle for good 18 hours. Definitely there will be a lot of wounds around the ankle. I used to tell my tourists, either we like it or not, we must appreciate the gift of freedom, because we are no slaves. We were not born during the period of slavery. If you were born then, many of us have been captured as slaves and sold to different parts of the world. This is the money we spend in Africa in the olden days.
Can I
This is called, yes, this is called carrot. You know about this over here. This is only recognized between the blacks. When the white people came to Africa, they refused to accept these from we blacks as a piece of exchange. And this led to the introduction of trade by barter. A bottle of alcohol was 10 slaves. A bottle of gin, everybody was 10 slaves. Here we have the canoe run. This is the shorter side of the canoe run for 40 slaves. We also have the longer side in exchange of 100 slaves. Now we blacks, we Africans, what do we do with these? We use these to wage war among ourselves in Africa so that we can get those slaves to the white people. We also have items like umbrella, matches, mirror, ceramic bowl. We also use it
to exchange human being. God.
Over here is the slave drinking water bowl. The food is with water. Survival of the fittest. 40 to 50 slaves are meant to drink water from these at the same time, while their two hands are being tied together in the back. Once the water is down, they don't refill the bowl till the next day. So any slaves who refuse to drink water that particular period, we have to wait till the next day. Because slaves are meant to eat food and drink water once in a day after they made them work 18 hours on plantation farm. Here the royal musica is called Ajoga in our own local dialect. Ajoga in Ogulango. This is the demonstration of a stubborn castrated slave begging for forgiveness. There are two categories of slaves. We have domestic slaves and the field slaves. Domestic slaves are the slaves that work in the house of their masters, while the field slaves are the slaves that work on plantation farm. What you are seeing, the slave happens to be a domestic slave. He works in the house of his master. So for him to have any sexual intercourse with his master wife and daughters, the master decided to castrate him, just as we castrate our animals at home. Here's the picture, catching a runaway slave. There are some dogs that are specially trained to go and provide any slave that he or she is trying to run away, or to go there and kill that particular slave.
Wow.
If you have watched the movie titled The Root by Alex Ali Kunta Kunta, same thing like in the movie. Population of the slaves. Plantation slave, you can see some of the slaves are eating sugarcane on plantation farm. Meaning, it is not all the slave masters who padlock the mouth of their slaves. Resistance and public punishment. This is the Treaty of Abolishment of Slave Trade. When the British government put an end to slavery in 1852, but the business still later exists till 1888. It was finally abolished in badagry in 1888. That is the picture of the symbol used in campaigning against slavery. And you can see the slaves were asking, am I not a man and a brother? Am I not a man and a brother? Why are they chains around my body? That was how the business was finally abolished. There is the separation of family. How a group of family was captured as slaves and they were sold to different parts of the world. They will never come across themselves again to the end of the life. The march to the coast, to the point of no return, inspection of Negroes. Their masters will have to check them. Then we check the heads that the slaves are very strong. They are very capable of working on plantation farm before they combine them. In the middle passage of the ship, you can see some of the slaves revolting against their masters. So they don't want such to occur again. They came up with the idea of weakening their brain and senses so that they will be less aggressive. And that is the advert of the slaves to be sold as a valuable gang of young Negroes to be sold. This is the picture of the slave point of no return. The banner and supply of slaves from the vacated slave market established in 1502 across the Atlantic. The master preferred the slave to die than to survive. This is the picture of the well and the slave point of no return. So then we stop the slaves there, fetch the water for them to drink and make this recitation. And after that, they have to use this down and their sins. Wow. Thank you for coming. Question and answer.
Like this chain alone that you put on my neck is so heavy. It's so heavy. And a human being will have to wear that for good 18 hours.
Yes.
That's terrible. No one should go through that.
Yeah, so guys, you've heard it all from the tour guide. I mean, that's a really sad story. After listening to this story, I feel so sad. So the next museum we are going to be visiting is the Abbas Seriki Williams, which is the Brazilian Barracoon cell. So we are going to be visiting that in part 2. So I'm going to post that second part of the video after this one. So watch out for that second part, guys.